Hello and welcome back. It's your person in the chair. It's George, and I'm going to be talking with a couple of new people who will be talking about the recent political situation that we have here. So don't turn away. It's important in the area. Because of the recent changes in the educational system. Sure. Why wouldn't we be talking about it? So I probably should introduce you. So William, you're someone who's skeptical about where exactly this education system is going to go. So you're against it, is that what you're saying? No, I'm not that. I'm not against it, George. I'm not against it. No, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, who do we think? The government have managed to do this. But, how have they managed to do this? All before, none of our previous governments have been able to do this. Well, some of them, they probably argue that they haven't tried. It just hasn't been one of their agendas. No, I don't believe that. I think at the end of the day that if you look at these things, it's not so much that a government isn't able, it doesn't bother to do this. I think the previous governments just couldn't do it, so they gave up on it. Well, it didn't seem to be given much of an effort to it. Yeah, well, how do you know they weren't just told by the government in Westminster that they weren't not allowed to, And then they just said, well, there's not much point. We have to spend time actually making decisions. Well, yeah, I know, but of course. So where do you get this from? Well, I would say now, because I've looked at I looked at the figures and all these sort of things, and I am obviously not, a senior member of the government or anything like that. Definitely not anything like that. But the point is, what I can say, how far I can see, is that this must have taken some backhand dealing. What do you mean by that? Well, basically, the way the British government can technically just introduce direct rule? Yeah. Well, I'd say that they probably got them to pass something, because currently it doesn't look like you can do much. We only passed this because the British government didn't do anything against it. They let it through. They let it happen. They didn't say no to it. So that clearly shows that they support it, but they're not introducing it themselves. Yeah. I had a conversation once with one of the junior ministers. I believe he's coming onto the show later on. Yeah, he is, yeah. He was saying how the government itself will not be introducing this into Scotland, Wales, or England, or anywhere else like that. Anywhere else they've got control over, it'll just be Northern Ireland. That's a situation that they are. I don't understand. How can you then say, oh no, it was our government? I know that, but it is still our government that managed to pressurise them. Yeah, but that's the problem. My point is this: at any moment they can just pull their hand away and be no more educational change for you. No more education change for you. Your children will be stupid little idiots from now on. That's the sort of thing you get there. That's kind of control that you don't want to have in people's hands, because that's the kind of value you're putting there. Because people are going to think, oh look, our children are actually going to have the opportunity to be properly educated. They're not going to put through this kind of stupid graded system, oh my god, here's your grade, that's it. No more chances for you. Oh, you want to have another chance? Okay, well, you can repeat this whole cycle again. That's not going to be the answer. They're going to have a different opportunity. But what happens if they just take that planner away? Suddenly people are planning in the future and saying, okay, I can do this, I can have this back door, or I can have this as my front door, and this is my back door, and this is no, that's not the avenue approach you can go down. No, you can't do that. You have to go through that front door from now on. That's no longer your front door. That's gone now, because we have a government who announced this as their decision, even though, in my opinion, it was a decision with the British government. Well, I guess you might be right. So anyway, to confirm it, on next in the show we have a junior minister of the British government who will be talking to us about his kind of party decision to not have this sort of system in the English schooling system. So what was your decision here? Well, at the end of the day, we thought that if you can achieve this sort of level, we don't think it really suits the British children. The way. Are we not British? I mean the English children. I don't believe would be kind of uh, appreciative of this sort of system. We did do a poll. Not we, but we do have a poll here that suggests that many of them would. I'm sure you do have a poll, but you could do a lot with a poll. Many of them have been incorrect. It's just our party have a belief that that wouldn't really be very very good. In either way, it is true though that your children have gotten very well out of the educational system. And I believe in total you've paid over a good chunk of money over. We're talking about almost hundreds and grands, hundreds of thousands of pounds almost, after all your children have gone through to get this sort of this through this educational system. So wouldn't someone say that you're kind of biased? Like you're putting your next child, they're doing their examinations, and you've put a lot of money through this so that they can do this. Like, would you say that that's not a kind of a selfishness of you because you've spent a lot of money and you want to keep yourself and your family in the sort of super elite, sort of in the educational area? No, I wouldn't say that at all, actually, and that's completely false. Because at the end of the day, why would I care? I mean, I am. Do you have another question? Well, no, I don't know exactly if you'd be able to take this one, but your government has been accused by this man here of, being backhanded, sort of, like he's saying that they've got a platter that they'll just whisk away at any point. Well, now, is this live? No, I mean, the government's position it could change at any point. That's to be considered, obviously. But at this point, we don't have any intention of removing this educational system. No time soon would we be removing it. What do you mean by no time soon? It wouldn't be an announcement. If an announcement was made, it wouldn't be made for at least a couple of weeks. Wouldn't that be the case anyway, though? Because you'd have to vote on it and everything, and talk with it. Yes, technically, as this is a relatively big issue, and some of us would kind of agree on it, and obviously others would not. Yes. It is slightly the case there, but even if we did make this announcement, it would take a while for it to come into effect. We say something like, maybe a week or two or something like that. It's really, that's the sort of situation we'll be having there. But surely some people will be saying, and as this man says here, that you would have this sort of system, and it's a bad system, that you should have some sort of law in place that secures this educational system. No, I don't think that would be very advisable. You see, we don't know if this education system would work. No, that's not true. You do know if it would work. And how did you know that this one would work? This one doesn't even bloody work. So how would you know? And what happens if this one doesn't work, as you say, but it works better than the current one? And what do you mean by work? Work would mean if it had any issues or anything like that. Any issues? That's just incredibly vague. Like, any issues? Like, what are you? A salesman trying to make sure he doesn't break the law when he hears to sell someone a dodgy product? Any issues? The current one has loads of issues. I don't think we required swearing there. I'm sorry, I get a little bit emotional with my entire educational system, and my country is completely being trashed about the place because a man can't understand that by issues he is being so vague. He is basically giving no information at all. Well, I would say no, he is right. You know, what do you mean by issues? Well, there could be various ones. Issues there. Well, yes, there could, yeah. And, well, unfortunately, I'd love to spend all day with you talking about it, but I can't, actually. Okay, we understand. Yes, I'm sure you do. So I'm going to have to go because I have some business to attend to. But thank you for the interview, and goodbye then. What am I going to do? Well, there he was. Next week we'll be talking with Philip about the recent raise in taxes for the more wealthier sorts being announced just this day. So please do join us. We'll be talking about more stuff over the coming weeks, and sure, you know, it might find a bit entertaining. You know, we'll have. Don't worry, it won't all be politics. Sure, we'll be having a bit of talk about politics, but mostly, or maybe not mostly, but a lot of stuff we'll be talking about good, nice stuff. So please do go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and do view other videos, and if you want to, view the next video. So please do join us then, and hopefully we'll see you next time. If not, please do enjoy the rest of your existence.